The rideshare kidnapper in the sprawling metropolis of New Avalon. Urban legends circulated like whispers in the wind, tales meant to keep people cautious and on edge. One such legend had recently gained traction, spreading fear among the city's residents. The rideshare kidnapper. It started as a rumor, a story shared between friends and family. They would say, "Don't take rides from unverified drivers. Have you heard about the rideshare kidnapper?" It was the kind of cautionary tale parents told their children, a warning wrapped in a chilling narrative. According to the legend, the rideshare kidnapper would operate late at night, cruising the city streets in a seemingly normal car. The vehicle was always clean, the driver courteous and calm, with a friendly smile that put passengers at ease. He would often offer them snacks, candies, chips, or a bottle of water as a gesture of hospitality. But what the passengers didn't know was that these snacks were laced with powerful sedatives. Sarah was a young professional who worked late hours at a downtown law firm. She was well aware of the urban legends that circulated, but she always felt a certain invincibility that comes with youth. One evening, she stayed later than usual, buried in paperwork and the dim glow of her computer screen. By the time she stepped out of her office, the city was cloaked in darkness, the streets eerily silent. She opened her ride-sharing app and requested a ride. A car arrived within minutes, a sleek black sedan with tinted windows. The driver, a middle-aged man with kind eyes and a reassuring smile, greeted her warmly. "Good evening, ma'am. Need a snack for the ride?" he asked, extending a small basket filled with an assortment of treats. Sarah hesitated for a moment, recalling the stories she'd heard, but she was tired and hungry. She picked a granola bar from the basket and wrapped it, and took a bite. The driver chatted amiably as they navigated the quiet streets, but soon, Sarah began to feel dizzy, her vision blurring. Panic set in, but it was too late. Her consciousness faded, and everything went black. When Sarah woke, she found herself in a dimly lit warehouse, her hands and feet bound to a chair. The air was thick with the scent of mildew and fear. Round her, the walls were lined with ominous tools and devices, a testament to the torment that awaited the victims of the ride-share kidnapper. She wasn't alone. In the shadows, other victims huddled, their faces etched with despair. The kidnapper moved among them, a sinister figure in the darkness, whispering threats and promises of pain. His once kind eyes now gleamed with malevolence. Days turned into weeks as Sarah and the others endured unimaginable torment. The kidnapper reveled in their suffering, deriving a twisted pleasure from their fear. But Sarah refused to give up hope. She observed her captor, noting his routines and weaknesses. She knew that if she could find a way to escape, she might be able to save the others as well. One night, as the kidnapper slept, Sarah managed to free herself from her restraints using a small, sharp piece of metal she had hidden. Quietly, she crept through the warehouse, urging the other captives to follow her. They moved like shadows, hearts pounding, praying they wouldn't be caught. Finally, they reached the exit. The cool night air welcomed relief against their battered bodies. Sarah led them to safety, and they contacted the authorities. The police raided the warehouse, but the ride-share kidnapper was nowhere to be found. It was as if he had vanished into thin air. In the weeks that followed, Sarah and the other survivors struggled to rebuild their lives, haunted by the memories of their ordeal. The ride-share kidnapper became a ghost story, a cautionary tale told to new generations. Some said he still roamed the streets, a predator in search of his next victim. Others believed he had moved on to another city, another unsuspecting populace. But one thing was certain: the legend of the ride-share kidnapper would continue to loom large in the collective consciousness of New Avalon. A reminder that not all urban legends are mere fiction. Sometimes the darkest stories hold a grain of truth.